If not, you lower down in between any exercise. Single leg stretch. Both hands are going to come onto your right leg. Left hand, right knee, right hand, right ankle. Extend the left leg out. And then switch legs. And switch. So if this angle is a little bit too tough for you, you always go up to the ceiling. The lower you go, the harder it is on your back. And again, we're really looking at that connection with the spine here. So you're really finding that nice long length onto the mat. And you see how Molly's shoulder blades are a little bit lifted off the mat. That's exactly where you'd like to be. If they're a little bit too low, you might start to feel it in the head and the neck a little bit too much. Good. We're moving to double leg stretch. So bend both legs into your chest. Reach the arms and legs out, away from you. And you're going to circle the arms around and hug it back in. And inhale, stretch out. And exhale, hug it in. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. So same rules apply. If this is too much, you're always going to bring the arms and legs up to the ceiling. And the lower you go with your arms and legs, the harder it is challenging on the stomach. Good. Reach. And in. We'll do one more. Inhale out. Exhale, hug it in. Let's rest your head and neck for a second. After two, it's always a good idea. Give your head a little turn side to side just to release any tension into the neck. And we're going to do scissors next. So this is always a good indicator to find out how high you actually going to be lifted. So you're going to extend both legs up to the ceiling. Good. Now you're going to take your hands behind your thighs and then curl the upper body up here. So you feel how high you can actually lift. Now this is the difficult part. You want to try to keep that height, but take your hands behind your head. So that's always the hard part. That's kind of where you end up finding yourself. We're going to do a little variation for scissors today, and then we'll add to the real one and pull, give yourself a nice stretch. But you're going to lower one leg down as you keep the other one up to the ceiling, and then switch. Now, it doesn't matter how low you go. You can go all the way down to the mat, but again, it's about that scoop. So you notice how Molly's starting to lose that upper body. You want to try to keep it up. So I might even recommend going even shorter here, but lift that upper body up even higher, trying to get that upper abdomen working even deeper. So now let's take that pressure off a little bit, and you're going to take both hands behind your right leg and pull the leg towards you, and then switch. And this kind of eases off a little bit, should feel a little less tension into the neck, and you get a little bit more of a stretch through the leg. I'm not a big fan of the pull, but more of a pull and then a little bit deeper of a stretch, finding that hamstring and calf a little bit more. Good, and let's bend it in and rest since we did a ton of those. Give your head again a little turn. So for this next one, we're going to do double leg, but if you need to take your hands in a diamond shape under your tailbone, you can go for that. For you, since you're strong enough, you're going to take your hands behind your head. So again, you curl the head and neck up first. Extend both legs up to the ceiling. If they need to be a little bit bent, no problem, or even a diamond shape. Here, Molly can do it, but she needs to lift up a little bit higher. There you go. Keep that scoop into the waist as you lower the legs and lift. Same thing applies here. It's not about how low you go, but it's really about that scoop and getting those legs all the way up to 90 and keeping that upper body, which is super hard. Yeah, so you feel how those legs are trembling a little bit. I'd soften those knees. Let's get a little bit more focused. Yep, and let's make them a little bit wider. So this is kind of more that diamond shape I was talking about as you lower and lift. So you're finding a little bit more scoop into that lower abdomen and finding that to be your focus. Curl up a little bit higher. Good. And let's give it a rest. We've got one more here to do, crisscross. So legs are going to come up tabletop. Take your hands behind your head. You're going to curl the upper body up and twist towards me as you extend your left leg. Now hold it here. Try to widen that left elbow. And then lift that right shoulder up off a little bit more. I'm going to keep you out about here. Good. And then go ahead and switch legs. Good. And switch as you twist. Keep those elbows wide. And twist. 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 Let's do one more set to the right. Last time to the left, and rest. Good. Extend your legs along onto the mat to keep your feet together. Both arms up to the ceiling. Transitional roll up as you curl all the way up. Keep hugging those inner thighs together. Hands up for the abs. So let's do spine stretch forward. So you're going to open your feet the width of the mat and flex your feet. You want to make sure that the toes don't pull back too much, but that the toes are more in line with the heels, and you're really pulling the ball of the foot back, but not so much that the heels lift. Yeah. So from here, reach the arms out to this, right in front of you. Sit up nice and tall, so you're really looking for the shoulders to be in line with your hips. As you lift through the crown of the head, really lengthen up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you find your scoop pulling the stomach back as you reach forward. Now, most people confuse this one as trying to reach for your toes. You're not actually trying to reach for your toes. You're trying to keep your shoulders in line with your hips. So even for you, Mel, you want to be back a little bit further. And keep thinking about your C curve, so you're pulling the stomach back as you try to reach and lengthen this forward. And then inhale, slowly stack the spine and sit up nice and tall. Find that lift like someone's pulling you through the crown of the head, and lengthen. And exhale as you bring your chin to your chest first and then curve. Good. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Find that lift through the spine and grow another inch. And exhale, bring your chin to your chest and then scoop and find that C curve and pulling in and up a little bit more. Good. And inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Lift and exhale, rest.